to Train Your Useless Dragon by Mika Crispy on AO3. Chapter 13. How to Deal with Consequences. Katsuki woke up, tangled with a dragon on the floor amongst petals. Books, inks, pens, and papers. The sun was barely peeking through the window, indicating it was about ass o'clock in the morning. The Viking blinks his eyes hazily, trying to discover why the fuck did he wake up so fucking early. A violent pounding on his door, and the scream of his mother, answered that question quickly. "Wake up, brat, and unlock the damn door before I bust it open!" Shit. Katsuki awakens instantly, and begins kicking Izuku so the dragon can wake up and realize they are screwed. Deku, wake up. The dragon blinks, those huge green eyes sleepy at him. "Wake the fuck up, we got caught. My mom's at the door." That takes the dragon out of his slumber. Izuku looks terrified at the door, then back at Katsuki, as if asking what he should do. "I'm warning you, brat. You have 5 seconds to open this fucking door." "Hide somewhere." It's the only thing Katsuki can offer before scrambling to his feet and opening the door that shakes on its hinges, praying that the dragon managed to hide. Katsuki cracks the door just slightly open to scream at his mother. "The fuck do you want, old hag? I was sleeping." Mitsuki doesn't miss a beat and pushes the door fully open. She marches inside the room, as the woman is on a mission, and begins looking around. Katsuki runs after her and tries to physically block his mother from checking under his bed. "The fuck are you doing, crazy old hag?" "I'm looking for our sweet little cousin that came all the way from a village that doesn't even exist to learn leatherworking, history with her father, and help out with sheep herding competition. You lying brat!" Mitsuki's voice thunders around the small attic, and Katsuki winces but tries to save face. "There is no one here. I don't know what the noisy fuckers in the village might have told you, and I don't care. Leave me the fuck alone and get out of my room!" Bakugou yells back. Mitsuki takes a deep breath to calm herself and tries again. "Brat, I know you're hiding someone. Yesterday I spent the whole day in council meetings having to discuss 100 things. By time and time again, people came to interrupt my fucking meetings to tell me about how sweet and cute my nephew is. This shit delayed my meetings for hours, and I only got home after the moon was past its pinnacle." As Mitsuki talks, she crowds Katsuki's space until she is talking relentlessly to his face. "The only reason I didn't burst in your fucking room last night because I was tired and needed sleep. But now I have to get back to my duties, and if any other person gets in the way of my job to rat about your damn mess, I'm going to fucking kill you." She finishes, holding Katsuki by the front of the shirt. "Please don't kill him." A small voice comes from the shadows of the other side room. Dread pulls inside Katsuki's gut, and a shiver runs down his spine. Stupid fucking Deku being a Marlu. Bakugou could kill him. "Please, I'm sorry if I caused so much trouble, but it's not Kachan's fault." "Shut up." Katsuki tries warning Deku, but his mother slaps him on the back of the head, shutting him up. "So, you're the famous cousin," Mitsuki says as Deku comes closer to them in the light. "Hi, I'm Izuku." The dragon is shaking like a leaf in the wind, while trying to put up a brave face in front of Mitsuki. Bakugou Mitsuki, feared Viking elder and warrior who has 5 big dragon teeth hanging from her neck to show the world her strength. In that small space, she looked larger than life, and a part of Katsuki feels deeply proud of Deku for facing her with his head held high. "Hi, Izuku. I'm Bakugou Mitsuki. Care to explain why the whole village thinks you're my nephew?" His mother's voice is calm and collected, but that doesn't ease the pain inside any of the boys. Izuku looks terrified from Mitsuki to Katsuki without knowing what to answer. The dragon's eyes plead for help, and Katsuki mouths begins speaking before his brain catches up. He got hurt. The young Viking blurts out. Mitsuki turns to him and raises his eyebrow as if to tell him to continue. Katsuki gathers the last ounces of his resolve and speaks clearly and unwavering. He is hurt, and he can't get home right now. I promised I'd take care of him until he was good enough to make the trip back to his people. Mitsuki gets deep in thought before asking, How hurt is he? Katsuki motions for Izuku to come to him, and when the boy gets close enough, he makes Izuku turn his back to Mitsuki and raises Deku's shirt, showing the ugly purple and yellow marks that spread to his whole back. Mitsuki gets closer and passes the tips of a finger carefully over the bruises. What are you using to treat him? Mitsuki asks her son. The balm you give me to use after spars, Katsuki grumbles. Mitsuki nods. Good, but take him to Chayo so she can take a look at him. I don't think it's broken, but better safe than sorry, right? She puts Izuku's shirt back in place and pets the dragon's fluffy hair. Both boys look at her like she just grew another head. Huh? Is that it? Take him to the healer? Katsuki asks, bewildered. What do you mean by that, brat? You didn't think I'd actually do any harm to this young man who everyone said has been nothing but pleasant and polite, did you? Mitsuki yells at her son and gives him another slap in the back. Quit hiding things from us. Now, both of you come down for breakfast. Your father will want to meet Izuku too. And with that, the woman is out, and the two boys look at each other, trying to understand what just happened. Your mom is quite something, Kachan, Deku manages to say. She is a crazy old hag, that's what she is. Katsuki grumbles, rolling his eyes. Let's go. She will scream at us some more if we are late for breakfast. Breakfast with his parents was an interesting event. It took less than 2 heartbeats for his parents to warm up to Izuku. Shitty Deku seems to charm everyone that crosses his path. The dragon's curiosity fills the conversation, and he asks several things about Mitsuki and Masaru's work. His mother couldn't stay long. She wasn't lying when she said she had been busy the whole day. But his father enjoyed way too much explaining every single detail about leatherwork for Izuku. One would even believe the boy actually came to the village to learn that from his many questions Shitty Deku asked. It was almost noon when Katsuki finally managed to take Izuku out from his father's eager hold, and that only happened after Matsuru and Izuku agreed that the dragon would spend some time in the workshop watching him work. Katsuki had to drag Izuku out by the wrist, or else the dragon would stay the whole day talking to Matsuru. Kachan, where are we going? Izuku whines while being pulled by Katsuki across the village. Where are they actually going? Katsuki hadn't thought about that. Finally, Deku's presence in the village isn't a complete secret like it was before, so they can go anywhere. Sure, they still can't explain properly why Izuku's there, but they can probably make excuses. Soon enough, no one will ask. Before Katsuki has decided what they will do for the rest of the day, Kirishima shows up, running towards them and looking frazzled. Baku, Izuku, I need to talk to you, Shirahira says as he approaches. We are in serious trouble. Fuck, Katsuki thought. He just got out of serious trouble, and now he's into another one? Kirishima doesn't give him time to think about it. Follow me, he says and takes off, running to the outskirts of the village. Katsuki and Izuku runs after him without a second thought. Anxiety rising rapidly. Kirishima is not the kind of person to blow things out of proportion. On the contrary, the boy usually plays what is happening down. He's not like Kaminari, who apparently faces the end of the world every other Tuesday. So for him to say they're in trouble and runs away means shit got ugly. When they are finally out of earshot from everyone, Kirishima halts, panting. Izuku and Katsuki stop right beside him, both also out of breath. The fuck is happening? Tell me now, shitty hair. Bakugou yells at him. Kirishima takes another few deep breaths before he can speak. A dragon has been spotted flying around our village. Shit. Fuck. A dragon. What does that even mean? Are they just lost? No, it can't be. Katsuki knows better now. Dragons are smart creatures, and wouldn't get lost inside human territory. It is here to steal sheep like usual, but then it wouldn't have been spotted flying around. When they wanted sheep, they come and go before any humans could do anything about it. Are they here for Deku? What did the dragon look like? Where was it seen? How long ago? Izuku fires one question after another, without giving Kirishima time to answer. Katsuki puts a hand on the dragon's shoulder to calm him down. Let Shitty here answer, Deku. The fishing boats saw the dragon making laps around the sea and checking some small islands on the border of where the fishermen usually work on. It didn't get close enough to the boats, so there's no conflict. However, just a couple hours ago, they saw the dragon coming towards inland, and they sent out one of the fishing boats to warn the village warriors. I heard the fishermen talking about finding the hero Mitsuki, but she refused to talk to them because she was in a meeting. Kirishima explains, hazily. And did they say how the dragon looked like? Izuku asks, anxiously. They said it was really big, and its hide is bright pink like a rose. Izuku's eyes grows huge in surprise. It's Mina. I need to find her. And with that as a warning, he shifts into his dragon form and tries to flap his wings. However, Deku's wings are still severely broken, and the dragon cries in pain after attempting to fly. Deku, don't do that! Katsuki jumps towards the dragon and hugs Izuku's neck to prevent the dragon from flying again. You are hurt, idiot! You can't fly, it's gonna make your wings worse. Calm down, you two, Kirishima says. We can find this Mina together. Do you think it came looking for you, Izuku? The dragon nods its big head confirmation. Then we'll find Mina and explain the situation. I'm sure this dragon is just worried because Izuku hasn't gone home for long, right? Izuku nods again, and Katsuki takes a deep breath. Shit, they have to fix it. Surely this dragon must think Izuku got killed by the Vikings and is looking for proof. If the dragon and other humans meet, it's gonna be a bloodbath. No one needs that. How can we find her? Katsuki asks, more to himself than the other two. If she is looking for Deku, we can use him as bait. But we need to do this far away from the village, or else things can go south real quick. Let's climb the mountain we use for meeting Deku. He can call Mina from up there. Dragons have great sense of hearing. Maybe this will work. Kirishima says, giving voice to thoughts that were already in Katsuki's head. It was the obvious solution. However, it doesn't make it any less dangerous. Sure, Deku is a very nice and understanding dragon. There is no way of knowing if the other dragons will be the same. Even though, waiting for this issue to go away will probably cause even bigger problems. So, they don't have much choice. Let's go. We need to go up that mountain as quickly as possible. The hike is tiring. They set a quick pace and rough pace, hoping to get this all sorted out quickly. Izuku keeps his dragon form because he can move faster that way, even if he can't use his wings. On the way there, Katsuki forms a plan. He and Kirishima are going to hide away behind the tree line and send Deku to stand near the cliff. From his spot, Deku will call out for Mina in his special dragon speech or whatever. When she arrives, Deku will explain he is injured but fine and that he is hiding away safely and promises to go as soon as possible. If everything turns out alright, Mina will go back to the Dragon's archipelago and they can breathe relieved again. It is not a fail-proof plan, but it's the best they got. They need it to work out accordingly, or else Kirishima and Bakugou can get killed by an enraged dragon, and God only knows what this Mina could do with Deku. If Bakugou thinks the new dragon is going to hurt Izuku, he will have to fight. There's no other way about it. So Katsuki is freaking out just a little bit. When they get to the top of the mountain, they're tired and nervous. Alright, Deku. Go there and call her. When she gets here, you tell her everything we agreed on. If you think Mina will attack you, stomp your tail on the ground twice and I will come to help you. Then, You can get away while I fight off the dragon. You hear me? Izuku looks at him with an expression that Bakugo doesn't know if it means, do you really think you can fight a dragon off, or do you really think the dragon's going to attack me? But whatever it was, Katsuki didn't like it. He snarls at Deku for good measure, before the dragon takes his place near the cliff. Deku sits on the grass, looks at the bright blue sky, and makes a weird calling towards the horizon. It sounds like a wolf howling, if the wolf was a really big lizard and awfully bad at howling. Katsuki actually has to bite back a giggle, for the sound was actually cute and didn't fit at all with the image of dragons he had before meeting Deku. Deku is awfully cute in his dragon form. He has those big green eyes that are so expressive, the huge toothless mouth that makes him look like a blizzard baby. His head is a little too big for his body, and his paws have the hugest tiny beans in the world. How do people think dragons are scary? When looking at Izuku, all he can see is adorableness and... Oh, alright. That is why people think dragons are scary. Okay, it makes sense. Katsuki won't argue with that anymore. Mina is freaking huge. You might think a pink dragon would also be adorable, but you're fucking wrong. Mina is terrifying. This new dragon's size is nearly twice Izuku's. Big profound horns on the top of the head. The wingspan might be larger than Katsuki's house. Each tooth is bigger than his hand, and glowing yellow eyes with black cylinders. Izuku looks like a child next to Mina, and Katsuki feels ice in his stomach as he sees that pink dragon's head land next to Izuku. Shit. Now he wishes he had his good sword with him and not his training weapon. Bakugo instinctively strengthens the hold on his sword, ready to jump in at any sight of Mina attacking Izuku. However, when Mina finally gets to the ground, the dragon crawls Izuku's space in what looks almost like a hug. Both dragons nuzzle against each other's necks for a while before they spent a few minutes just looking at each other. It is hard to know what is being said between them, since none of the dragons make a sound, but at some point, Mina touches Izuku's wings with her snout. Carefully, probably worried about his injuries. It looks like it's going fine until suddenly, Izuku begins walking backwards away from Mina, and Mina stomps her paw on the ground, annoyed. Izuku clearly shakes his head in a no movement, but Mina stomps her paw again even more aggressively. Izuku wails, and Mina snarls, and bares her teeth, and that is all it takes for Katsuki to jump out of hiding, sword in place, to protect his dragon. Stay away from him, pink menace! Katsuki screams, running towards them. After that, everything happens so fast. There's lots of screaming and loud cries. Katsuki tries to put himself between Mina and Izuku, but the pink dragon is just too big, so he closes his eyes with the sword raised, as he feels Kirishima hugging him, and Izuku against his chest. That is it. Mina's gonna kill them all, and... Izuku cries loudly, circling the two boys with his body, and Mina halts her attack, looking confused at him. Again, the two dragons face each other in a silent conversation that the humans aren't allowed in. Deku, if this shitty dragon wants... Katsuki tries, stating his piece. But Izuku's tail snapped his mouth shut. Fucking shitty Deku. Who does he think he is telling Katsuki to shut up? Seems like an eternity, but it probably was just a few minutes before Izuku releases his hold on the boy. Mina gets closer, and Kirishima cries, scared, shaking like a leaf. Katsuki stands his ground, staring at her. The pink dragon sniffs them, then goes back to looking at Izuku. The green dragon clearly shrugs. What the fuck? Before Katsuki can scream at how dismissive Deku looks about them, the dragon turns back into human boy form with a big smile. These are my friends, Mina, Kachan, and Kirishima. The pink dragon tilts their head before disappearing in a blink of an eye, and in their place, a girl shows up. A pink girl with small horns on her head, and the black cylinder eyes, just like the terrifying dragon that was about to eat them. Hi, I'm Mina, she says with a huge smile and waves at them. Alright, so Izuku and Mitsuki have finally met, and that was nice. So Izuku doesn't have to be kept a secret anymore, so that's great. Problem solved there. Mina, another problem. Oh my god, problem solved? Question mark? Who knows? I don't really have many notes. It's late in the night. I have a cat sleeping on my lap when this cat should not be here, but instead in your room. But you're not in your room. You're in my room. You're not supposed to be in my room. I'm gonna stop talking to the cat while I'm doing my outro. I need to stop doing that. But yeah. I don't have much to say other than that. So as always, my raindrops, make sure to eat, sleep, drink water, take your meds. Have a wonderful day or night. Link to my Discord server and socials are down in the description. Subscribe to see more of my content, and thank you so much for watching.